October 9th. That's where it starts.
I have a story for you. I have a library. I have a number of titles in that library. But for some reason today, Veterans Day 2024, I decided to grab this book off of the shelf. Thomas Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow. I have this book because I was a student of Mr. Smolin at Hamilton High School, and it was an AP English class. I still have the assignment that he gave us. I read this earlier. A direct, not a direct quote, but a direct work from Mr. Smolin himself. Anywho, it was an AP English class I took in 1997, the year I graduated from high school. The assignment was to read this daunting, most daunting text here, right? And of course, I didn't do it. I read a few of the pages, and I just put the book down and started working on the assignment. The assignment from Mr. Smolin was create anything that is a representation of your attempt to read this book. I made like a radio broadcast, like similar to what I'm doing now with recording podcasts and stuff. It was kind of a podcast episode that I recorded in 1997 about this book. Um, but the reason why I'm making this video right now is because of how peculiar it was for me to grab this book of all the books in my library on this Veterans Day 2024, because this book was about World War II. Its author, Thomas Pynchon, wrote about World War II. I don't have any connections to World War II, really. Wait a minute. I do. This video is about synchronicity. It's about time and space, a new refutation of time and space, if you will. It's about lived experiences that become real, or historic events, or quote unquote historic events that still resonate with us, because even though they may have happened a long time ago, we still live within the same space where it occurred. So if you go to those places where these historic events occurred, it still resonates, it still becomes real. It is still real, even though it may be in the past. The past truly isn't even the past. It's not even gone, right? Who was that who said that? I forgot who to name, to give credit to that author. F. Scott Fitzgerald or someone else? I don't know. All right, but it doesn't matter if I'm even rambling at this point. If I'm meandering, if my thoughts are just, incoherent or whatever, it doesn't matter, because that's what it's like to read this book, apparently, from what others have said, from what Mr. Smolin wrote in his assignment that he gave us. He said the author meanders from, the present to the past, and just the story goes from all sorts of, directions. All right. But really, what struck me about today being Veterans Day and about this book, Thomas Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow, is this. Let me see. Incoming mail. This is page 6 of this text. It says, incoming mail. Did he whisper that or only think it? He tightens the ragged belt of his robe. Well, the range of these things is supposed to be over 200 miles. You can't see a vapor trail 200 miles now, can you? Oh, let me jump back up one paragraph to. I skipped the area. I didn't. Let me make a notation so I don't forget where exactly what I want to read. All right, here we go. So it says on page 6, it says, what is it? Nothing like this ever happens. But Pirate knows it, after all. He has seen it in a film just in the last fortnight. It's a vapor trail, already a finger's width higher now, but not from an airplane. Airplanes are not launched vertically. This is the new and still most secret German rocket bomb. All right, I just read that paragraph and we'll stop it there because in this paragraph, I identify with Pirate. Pirate is the character. Pirate notices vapor trails, a vapor trail in the sky. And he says to himself, nothing like this ever happens. That's one thing that he says. And the other thing he says is, but not from an airplane. So if you know my channel, if you know my story about IC-109,
I'm from where the fat beats stretch for mad blocks.
You're at 109 right now.
you know that I was in the desert of Oman in 2019. I looked up in the sky and I saw something, and it struck me because when I saw it, I said to myself, nothing like this ever happens. And then also I looked at it and I said, but not from an airplane, right? Oh, and I also looked up and I saw it's a vapor trail. So basically, this is an uncanny synchronous moment whereby I'm experiencing exactly what this character, or rather, I experienced exactly what this character experienced. All right. And that's what this whole story of IC-109 is about that day. When I looked into the sky and I saw something, I could not explain how it got there. And I love that this book mentions these lines in these skies, these vapor trails, and that the person who witnesses them has the same experience that I had. Looked up and said, where did that come from? That doesn't happen. There's one more sentence. It says here, out into the winter again, the contrail is gone entirely from the sky. Pirate's sweat lies on his skin almost as cold as ice. Okay, so there you bring in. He calls into the conversation this word contrail. That's basically what I experienced. I saw contrails, vapor trails in the sky over Oman. I knew that they weren't supposed to be there, that nothing like this ever happens. Particularly the way the contrails were designed, like in a cross. That was bizarre. I don't know. So within 6 pages of reading Gravity's Rainbow, I find text that resonates with me deeply. And then again, I just reached for this book today. I was not thinking of celebrating Veterans Day. I wasn't thinking. It was Veterans Day. Is just another day. It's just another, whatever. It's a holiday. I get to relax at home. Fine. But here I am. I picked up a book that I haven't picked up to read since 1997 when I was in high school, a high school senior. And here it is, Veterans Day. The book is about World War II. Oh, and then another connection between myself and World War II is that the end of World War II came when the atomic and hydrogen bombs, atomic and the atom bomb, hydrogen. I forgot. I forgot which one. I think one was atomic, the other one was hydrogen. I don't know. Fat man, fat boy, and big man, little man. I don't know. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These were the cities over which those bombs were dropped to end the world, to end not the world, but World War II. And I visited both of those cities. So for me, this is like, it's bizarre having traveled to those places where these real life events occurred. Of course, time and space. I was in the space where it occurred, but not at the same time. But those events still resonated with me because the past isn't even the past. It was like it could have happened 5-10 minutes ago. When you're there, it becomes real. The history becomes very, very real. So I don't know. It's just an experience, a synchronistic moment that I had to make a video about, and this is the video. This is my attempt at reading Thomas Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow. Wow, how many years is that? Is that 27 years removed? 2007. Yeah, I think 27 years removed. So, who knows? I gotta work tomorrow. I probably will forget that I even picked up Thomas Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow to read anything, on this Veterans Day 2025. It's 10 minutes. It's just past 10 minutes and 9 seconds. This video's over. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
Say, look at this. I've been cleaning out my nest, and I found an old book.
What have we here? You're at 109 right now.